With only 6 days to go, I thought I'd drop by Universal Studios to come and check out the food booths for Halloween Horror Nights. Now, I wanted to go and check them out in the evening so we can see them all lit up in their glory. But as you can actually see behind me, we actually have an update. And that update is that we now have the posters and the circle medallion over the arches right now. So I'm going to head inside the parks now to go and check out the food booths and see how they all are all lit up in the evening. But yeah, come with me as we go and check it all out. So as you can see right behind me, it's still pretty much daylight. The food booths are starting to illuminate right now, but it's still very much daylight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to a quick clip of me trying some food that I was fortunate enough to be able to try during the week from Meetz Meats. Now this is the fried chicken offals, spicy fried chicken offals, and as you can see right now in this clip, I was enjoying them a lot. So I'm actually going to be trying the spicy chicken offal, and I'm going to try that right now for you guys. So let's see how it is. So as you can see there, it has a bunch of peppers, peanuts, fried chicken. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this tastes like, especially with the hot sauce. It's going to be interesting to see how the peanuts and the peppers and the chicken all combine together. So it's time to try the first bite of the spicy chicken offal. As you can see, no peppers on this one, it's just the straight hot sauce. It's really good. You can definitely taste the peppers in this. It kind of tastes like the peppers when you get like Panda Express. You can just definitely taste the peppers and the spices. Looks like there's some sesame seeds on there. Can't really see it in the camera that well, but yeah. And there's a 2 pieces. You can see like some peanut in there. It's really good. Definitely tasty. It's not super spicy. I'd say it's more like a medium spice, not really. Like if I was gonna get wings, then I was gonna get like medium. It's probably about that spiciness. So I guess the real question is, would I have this again? And I would definitely say yes. I'm definitely gonna actually get this at HHN to try on the night. They did a fantastic job making this. Like the service was very quick, barely any wait at all. And honestly, the packaging for the brains and the princess meat, it's just so awesome. Like the theming is just on point. Like the fact that it has a label and everything is just amazing. Like for instance, this ground princess meat, like just the label that they used and the detail they went into making this is just phenomenal. So I cannot wait to try this. I'm actually gonna save this and try it at home so I can share some with my wife. But yeah, it's definitely like the theming on this food booth, Meetz Meats, is just fantastic, and the food is really good. So I cannot wait to try this at the event. Now, I bought this home, so I'm gonna try it right now for you. So yeah, let's see how this tastes. So I'm gonna open it up. That's what it looks close up. You got the patty here, and then you got the little, this is supposed to be like the little absorbent pad they put in there to absorb the blood from the meat. But it's like a raspberry jam. Now I'm just gonna break off some of the Rice Krispie treat right now to try. It's kind of all over the place, but that's what it looks like. It's really good. Like the raspberry isn't overpowering. You get that classic Rice Krispie treat taste, and then you have this hint of like raspberry. It's not super overpowering, but if you really want some more, you could probably like slide it across in the raspberry jam, and yeah. If you really want to have a nice hit of the raspberry jam with your Rice Krispie treat, you can just like slide it around in there and get some of the jam up on there. Yeah, I'd say there's definitely, it's more crumbly than a normal Rice Krispie treat. Like I think they could have used probably a little bit more marshmallow to hold it together, but yeah, it tastes really good. And just being able to like slide it across the jam if you want like a more intense flavor is a very good way to serve it up. So all in all, I'd probably rate this like probably give it like a 5 out of 10, because it's like, it's good, but I'm not really going to Halloween Horror Nights to have a Rice Krispie treat. So that's why I'm probably going to give it like a 5 out of 10, just because it's good, but the item itself is something that I probably wouldn't buy if I was going there myself. And now we're back from trying out that snack. Now it's starting to get a little bit darker here, and the food booth is actually starting to light up a lot more. So now I'm going to walk you through each of the food booths, highlight the main menu item, and you can see it in the glory of the dark. So come with me now as we go and check out all the food booths, the lighting, and seeing what items they actually have on the menu. So this here is the very first food booth down the alley between Gramercy and Finnegan's. And as you can see here, it's a zombie biohazard kind of like mutant looking food booth. And the main food booth item here is going to be the Twisted Tater. Now there's various flavors, but it is the Twisted Tater is like the main item that's going to be sold at this food booth, as well as beverages as well. So the next booth down is going to be the Dracula looking booth, and here we are going to have the turkey and squash bun, the Major Sweets ice cream sandwich, as well as the petrified rat's tails. Now the petrified rat's tails appear to be like cheese and fries with some garnish on it. And then the ice cream sandwich is actually pretty cool looking. It looks like a candy corn. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying these foods out here. Probably going to try the petrified rat's tails as well as the candy corn ice cream sandwich. So the last booth we have is the skull looking booth that's down by between Gramercy and Finnegan's. And as you can see there, we're going to have the Tombstone Cake Pop. We're going to have the Little Boo's Spicy Pumpkin Bun. Then there's also a pepperoni skull looking pastry. But it's going to be interesting to see these foods because a lot of these foods look like they have to be prepped ahead of time. And I'm not sure how they're going to be prepping a lot of these in the tent. So it's going to be interesting to see how quickly the foods actually come out of these tents. So this is the next food booth that I'm looking at in the evening, and this is the Meetz Meats food booth. Now I was fortunate enough during the week to be able to try some of this food, and I was able to try the spicy fried chicken offal, which was amazing. It was like fried chicken that was tossed in some hot sauce. There was some peppers in there. Yeah, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. And then also I was able to try the ground princess, which you saw earlier, and now that was a strawberry Rice Krispie, and it was amazing. And then the food booth at the back between the Simpsons and London is the pumpkin one. Now this is going to have the mega covered cheese dog as well as the churro dog. As you can see right now, the signs are kind of down, they're not up there anymore, but they're up here during the week. So these are going to be interesting treats to try, as well as the savory one. But yeah, this is the pumpkin at the back, all lit up in its glory in the evening. And then also over by the pumpkin, it's kind of dark right now, so it's hard to see, but it's the Good Guys doll photo op, so you can get the Chucky photo op here at the back of the park, just like last year. So we went from the back of the park where we had the Chucky photo op to now over by the Simpsons area where we go from the photo op to a food booth. Now this food booth looks like the Good Guys box, and it's well lit at night as you can see. Now if you're looking for a sweet and savory item, here will be the item to get. It will be the Child's Play burger, which is going to be a donut with crispy pork belly inside. It looks pretty good, sounds pretty good. So as you exit the scare zone for Scarecrow Cursed Sawyer, you're going to come straight up to this food booth over here, over in the kids zone section. Now this food booth here is going to be the food booth that has Twisted Taters as well. So just like the food booth earlier that had Twisted Taters, this one has them too. So I'm over in the kids zone section where we have this booth over here that kind of looks like a rundown castle. Now this food booth over here is going to have the mummy cookie, and I think that's going to probably be the best item that this food booth actually has over here. There are some other items, but that's the one that stands out to me the most. So over here by Cafe La Bamba is going to be the Mexican themed food booth. Now this food booth over here is going to have the street tacos, which I'm dying to try. So I'm definitely going to be coming over here to try those out during the event. And then as you can see from the area here, it looks so beautiful at nighttime. You have the water feature, as well as the amazing looking bar with the Day of the Dead kind of like decor going on. So yeah, this looks amazing in the evening. It also looks just as good during the day, so I would definitely stop by here. So I'm over at the last two food booths. These ones are situated in front of Gramercy Park. Now these two are there's the one that's the trick or treat one, and then there's the one that's next to it that kind of like looks poltergeist looking. Like, it reminds me of like a girl like looking at the TV from the Poltergeist. But yeah, so these are the two food booths. I'm gonna go over the couple of main items that are over here at these food booths, as well as giving you a quick pan over them so you can actually see them in their glory in the evening. So the main item that the trick-or-treat food booth is going to have is a open-faced burger, which is going to be on garlic toast. It's going to be candy pork belly on top of crinkle-cut fries with cheddar cheese sauce on top. And then over at the Poltergeist-looking food booth, we're going to have the No Chance in Hell PB&J. Now this is returning from last year where we had it over for Chance, and it was over between Gramercy and Finnegan's where I showed you the food booths earlier. It was over there. Now this is an awesome item, and hopefully it becomes a Halloween Horror Nights staple, and I cannot wait to have it this year. So I've pretty much covered all the food booths. I've covered a few of the items at each of the food booths. I didn't really cover them all. I covered just the ones that I think are going to be the high ticket items, the ones that are going to sell out quite fast, the ones that everyone are going to love, as well as some of the ones that I prefer generally. And yeah, so thank you for coming with me as I venture around the park, showing you all the food booths in the evening, as well as listing off some of the food items that you can expect to see here at Halloween Horror Nights. Till next time, thank you.